On the 28th of November 2015, we released a theory called the Family Theory that suggested that our main protagonist would have a more family-centric story in Mass Effect Andromeda. Hey everyone, this is Ash and Rima from Mass Effect Odyssey, and today we'll be revisiting the Family Theory and seeing what evidence EA Play's 2016 has given us. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going over the finer points of the original theory, and then we're going to be looking at the newer evidence that's come to light in the past couple of days, from the EA Play conference and the trailer itself to interviews that have kind of come out a little while afterwards as well. So I'm going to hand over to Rima, and Rima's going to go through the points, and then we're going to have a very brief, quick discussion about the theory, the old one, and whether there's an updated one as well towards the end. So Rima.
Okay, so the original theory, which we might put a thumbnail up just saying you can go and watch that one before you watch this video if you want a bit of context.
Yep.
I'm just going to kind of briefly go over the points we made in that video because it was so long ago. But as I said, it was made fairly close to N7 Day of last year, and there were some few small story hints in the teaser trailer that we kind of picked up on. So one of the points was the dog tags on the left-hand side corner of the cockpit said Rider. There's also an image of a picture in the bottom right hand corner of the cockpit that shows a group of 3 or 2 people in somewhat of an embrace. From this we kind of theorized a few points about our main character in a sense. So point number 1 was the importance of the name Rider and the link to Ghost Riders in the Sky from the E3 2015 trailer. The concept that you were kind of chasing a rider or a ghost of them in a sense. So for example, them being missing, being an antagonist, or being an ideal that the main character tries to achieve, for example a role model, or literally a dead family member or friend in their kind of memory. Point number 2 was the concept of this picture showing a family, for example siblings and a parent or close friends, suggesting that the sum of the central characters in Mass Effect Andromeda may share the name Rider. Point number 3 was the possibility that the N7 character may be an antagonist of the story, or may have become corrupted along the way, and that the ideal brother, sister, father, or friend that your protagonist is chasing may not be as ideal as they used to be, linking to the idea of retribution and redemption of Ghost Riders in the Sky. And the last point was there's a strong sense of family in this very, very small teaser trailer, which was definitely different to the comparison against Shepard. So that was the original theory, very shortly done. So the new evidence that we got was basically from the EA Plays trailer that we got and the interview with Mac Walters during E3 just over this weekend. So let's start with the one piece of confirmed evidence, which is in relation to the protagonist's name. Mac Walter said, quote, "It's Rider," and he just said it's confirmed here, that's it. Everyone's kind of confirmed that. Everyone thought that already. So that was as soon as everyone saw the dog tags in the original trailer, that was kind of assumed from that point. And Sally. Yeah,
and Sally Ride, which is the first
was in the teaser trailer as well. Yeah. So everyone was kind of pretty sure that it was going to be Rider. So that's good that he did that. Then he went on further to quote by saying, "There's more than one Rider too, and that there's, quote, a Rider family, which will somehow tie into the storyline in a way." Which is seemingly confirming the idea that this blurry picture revealed in the N7 Day last year had some weight to it, that there is going to be a family orientation in this storyline kind of thing. And in regards to the N7 character, we get a little more information about them in the new teaser trailer, especially in regards to their interactions with other characters. In one scene, you're kind of shown a Krogan character with them in a landscape of fire, a destroyed campsite, and searchlights in the distance. So it kind of brings up questions: are they searching for something, or are they kind of hiding from something? They're also shown threatening the tattooed man from the leaked gameplay, dangling him over a ledge and then eventually just kind of letting him go, suggesting that this character may be willing to go to extremes to kind of get what they want, which is quite a departure from the N7 character we know as a traditional sense. People can play Shepard as a renegade and make him do things, but in general we always had this image of a kind of a noble N7, which is quite a departure of what we've got now. So that's the evidence they've got.
Yeah, so I think we both found it very interesting. There was little, because I remember when we jumped on, I had some technical issues, and literally the moment I came back, you were like, "Oh, by the way, they're doing the interview now." I was like, "Damn it!" So I had to jump straight onto the interview, and literally at that point, they just said, "Oh, by the way, yes, it's Ryder, and there's a family."
Yes,
It's
yeah.
a family involvement.
We
And
were so
just
hyped
like,
for that.
and there may have been a squee of joy
Yeah.
from both of us. But yeah, no, I mean, it seemed fairly obvious back then that a family tie of some kind was going to happen. But to have it actually confirmed is cool. It's very cool, and I think it's going to be a very different dynamic. I think we had kind of theories on what the dynamic might be between certain family members
we
that
were
are going to be coming
thinking.
up. So
I think in the original video we did, we thought possibly brothers and sisters and siblings in a sense.
yes,
In a sense that one of them was possibly more of a achiever kind of sense, so they were kind of like the ideal person, and the protagonist we play is kind of chasing that ideal. But somewhere along the way, something happens to your sibling, and they kind of become a little bit more jaded, cynical. We don't know, and then we thought possibly that could lead them to be either an antagonist or someone that's kind of being opposing your path a little bit.
yeah,
Which is because the idea of redemption is so strong. We've not really talked about. We've got a video about the Tempest coming out soon. That I've researched for like a while and it's been waiting to go out. But there's like obviously links to retribution and redemption in that, and then sibling rivalry in that as well. Ghost Riders in the Sky. Just so many little hints about being like kind of trying to stop yourself from becoming the most evil version of yourself. There's so many hints to that that I can't believe that that's just an accidental thing on Bioware's part.
Yeah, and another point going back as well, this Ryder character, who's the woman waking up at the end of the trailer, the newest trailer, has been confirmed as the main protagonist. Obviously you can have the male or female variant, but obviously they chose to go with the female in the trailer, and assumedly the person wearing the N7 uniform in the trailer is maybe the other sibling. But it definitely seems to be like, because the woman rider in the trailer isn't an N7, but the N7 we've seen also has been confirmed as not being the main character in the game. So, and it just seems to kind of back up the point of we're following someone. We're looking for someone. We're chasing someone. We're not chasing someone, but we're trying to follow up, trying to find someone for some reason, and tying that in with a family kind of sense of it kind of makes a bit more a sense of it overall, really. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's very interesting they're going to go that route.
There's nothing much more else to say about this, but because we're releasing videos basically all of this week. We don't know when this is coming out, but this entire week we're going to be releasing videos about everything we've kind of learned from E3 and EA plays. There's a lot. I know people are saying that they're disappointed, and yes, we were kind of hoping for a little bit more, but there's a lot within the interview and the teaser trailer. A lot that we've managed to...
Yes, and there's other interviews that have been done with other media outlets. Yes. Not just American/UK outlets, but there's one I found with a French outlet as well, which we're kind of dissecting at the moment. So there'll be plenty of videos this week. We may even get to the point it might be a video a day. We're not sure yet. Yeah. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of videos this week. So apologies if we cram your face full of videos,
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, we've obviously got this theory, the revisit. I can't say the word. Revisited. That's the word I want to say.
Yes, it was. Yes.
But we've got another. I think we've got another theory. Another 2 theories about. Well, it's not even theories. It's about guessing what's going on in the trailer.
Yeah.
We've got like another 2 kind of guessing what's going on in the trailer, and then we've got some new stuff, and then we've got like some kind of like I guess recapping of what we've learned and things like that. So hopefully after this last week, or maybe in the next week and a half or so, we'll kind of get an extensive look at what we've been given by BioWare.
Yeah.
And so we're all in the same place before Gamescom and then N7 Day come around at the end of the year. So, yeah.
So that's it. So, of course, you guys can let us know what you think about this down in the comments below. What do you think about it being a more family-orientated adventure and story and having a real focus on that? Let us know in the comments below. As always, you can subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Mass Effect, and you can help the channel to grow by sharing the video too. Again, thank you for listening and for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon.